Yo, yo, what's up, man? What's good? So I have a bit of a problem in life. There's people doing really amazing things. They're curing cancer and sending rockets into space. I haven't done anything quite to that caliber yet, but I am kind of okay at Terraria. So today I'm going to be tackling Terraria's hardest challenge. How quickly can I get 9,999 poo in Terraria? Now, before we jump into things, we need to know, how do you poop in Terraria? It's actually really easy. You just need food and you need a toilet. You can eat any food to get a buff. There's 3 different tiers of this buff. There's well-fed, plenty satisfied, and exquisitely stuffed. And each of these buffs provides a general improvement to all of your player's stats. We don't care about that though. What we do care about is that when you sit on a toilet with any tier of this buff, after a short time, you will poo. When you poo, it removes the food buff and you can start all over again. There's a couple of other things that you should probably know. The first thing is that pooping takes a random amount of time, but it averages out to about 10 seconds. Now you can reduce the amount of time it takes to poop by about 2/3 if you have the tipsy debuff. So basically we want to be drunk the entire time we're pooping. The number of poo you get depends on the remaining duration of the food buff in minutes, multiplied by the buff's factor. So 1 is well-fed, 2 is plenty satisfied, and 3 is exquisitely stuffed. So what I need to do is to select a food that maximizes this equation to give me the most amount of poo. It needs to be a food that I can easily obtain in bulk because I'm going to be eating a whole lot of it. So I spent way too much time on the Terraria wiki page for poo because someone made a beautiful chart that lays out the amount of poo you get for each food in the game. Now, bar none, Golden Delight is the absolute king of getting poo in Terraria. Unfortunately, it's crafted only from golden critters, which are just too rare to farm. There's also a number of foods that are near the top in terms of poop production, but a lot of these are rare drops from hard mode enemies with about a 5% drop chance or lower, so farming these would just take too much time. I also considered a strategy of shaking trees for tree fruit. For those of you that don't know, you can shake trees in Terraria just by hitting them with an axe, and occasionally they'll drop items, and some of these items are fruit. There's a whole lot of fruits in the game, but the best ones we can get are dropped from pearlwood trees. If you get the 2 fruits that are dropped from these pearlwood trees, you can craft an item called Prismatic Punch, which gives a whopping 38 poo. Unfortunately, there's a few limitations that make the tree shaking strategy not so viable. The drop chance for fruit is relatively low, it's about 5 to 7%. This wouldn't be a problem if we could just set up a big tree farm and shake a lot of trees, but there's a limit that you can only shake 500 trees per Terraria day and actually get drops. Even with the best luck, we can only get about 35 fruit per day, which is just simply too slow. I also researched a little bit into a strategy around fishing. Most of the fish in the game can be turned into some sort of food. So I first looked into ocean fishing. You can turn shrimp into cooked shrimp and red snapper and tuna into sashimi. You can also turn trout into cooked fish, but it's a pretty bad food for poo, so it's really only a backup for the others. There's also desert fishing. Flounder is super common in the desert and it can also be turned into sashimi. You can also get lobsters in the desert and you can turn that into lobster tail, which is a pretty good food. And you get oysters rarely, but it's not a great food. I also looked into creating seafood dinner from potion fish. You can turn any 2 of the potion crafting fish into seafood dinner, which gives 26 poo. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to farm these potion fish in bulk. I came up with the idea of fishing in honey because when you're fishing in honey, you basically only get honeyfin, and you can craft 2 of these honeyfin into a seafood dinner. When I tested this strategy, it just didn't work because apparently when you fish in honey, it's just way slower than regular fishing. A big perk of this strategy is that you can fish while on a toilet, so you can poo while fishing. I tested each of these different strategies for 10 minutes just to see how much poo I could get. The ocean strategy ended up giving me 541 poo in 10 minutes. The desert strategy gave me about 600 poo, and I attempted to test fishing in honey, but it ended up just being way too slow, so I canceled it early. Unfortunately, this strategy would require a ton of bait, and it's just not viable because I don't have an easy way to get a whole lot of bait without setting up a big farm, and I think that would just take too long. So we can't farm enemies for food, we can't shake trees, and we can't fish. So what is the optimal strategy for actually getting food? Well, it turns out the best strategy is gambling. Okay. The traveling merchant, also known as Satan himself, sells pho and pad thai. I can buy either of these in bulk as long as I have enough money. I just need to get lucky with the spawns and hope he sells either of these items. I calculated out how much money I'll need, and all I need is about 4 platinum. After that, all I have to do is lay in a bed and wait for him to spawn. Once he sells either of these foods, the run is basically over, and all I have to do is eat and poop a bunch. Alright, so the plan is clear. Step 1, get a lot of money. Step 2, wait for the traveling merchant. Step 3, poop a lot. Now, before I start, I need to lay out a few ground rules for this challenge. First of all, I'm only going to be using random seeds, and I'm not going to be using any of the special seeds. Also, I'm only going to be using 1 world per attempt, and I'm not going to use any glitches such as item duping, since it kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge. So I went into attempt 1 with basically no idea what I was doing. My idea was to basically just play the game as normal and kill bosses for money, and this went about as well as you could expect. Dude, I just got fucking slimed. Okay, what's the good news? The good news is, nothing. There's no good news. Well, this ain't the one. I don't think I can fight these guys. I'm gonna be stuck. Alright, we're gonna run for it. This is death. I'm actually okay with that. That's like a reset. That's a reset to spawn. It's a recall. That cost us 3 silver. You know what? I was broke anyways. What'd you do for work? I got a lot of poop in a video game. Yeah. I mean, that's sick. See, this is what they don't tell you about speedruns, is it's actually not about going fast, it's just not about messing up. I found the death pit.
See, this is what they don't tell you about speedruns, is it's actually not about going fast, it's just not about messing up.
That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go to the corruption now. 6 defense? What? I take no damage now. Look at that. Reduces hit damage by 4. You might as well just say reduces all damage. I mean, take no I mean, man, I'm gonna have a stealth bomber hit the dungeon. You know when you fall in the wrong corruption pit? You know that feeling? That's like when you wake up and you realize that you only have an hour left to sleep instead of like the middle of the night. Because when you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, I have so much more sleep ahead of me. But when you wake up at like 7, you're depressed because you're like, damn, I got no more sleep left. Sleep is over. Sleep is canceled. We're gonna get the musket. There's our merchant. Not the traveling variety, but normal merchant's fine too. I guess. Wasting bombs like a boss. Think I can fight Eater Worlds? If you give me Ball of Hurt of Varlthorn, I'll do it. Oh, it wants me to. The thing is, I have no mana. But you know what? I can do it. Dude, what the fuck? He's cheating. Holy there's so many of them. The traveling merchant. You better not sell foe right now. I'm gonna lose it. Alright, that boss is really, really, really easy in normal mode. If I have the chance, I want to find him one more time. Come on, bro. Oh, shoot. I got a boy. Look at all this weaponry. Alright, I should be like unkillable now. Okay, snow biome. We gotta go before it's too late. Wish I had Hermes boots. Yo, this is freaking beautiful now. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Silly, silly, silly. Alright, that's a lot of gold. That's actually crazy. Armored shackle? Holy. Oof. That is not good. That is not good. It's gonna be a pain to get back over there too. I need that money back. I gotta watch out for those spikes. Those are what kill. Ah! Bro, what the f- Who the hell puts a pit there? Alright, new plan. I'm doing the classic Terraria strat. I need mobility. I keep getting owned in the dungeon because I can't move right. Diamond tree. A bone sword. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a tiny bone sword, but honestly, for me, it seems pretty big. That can't be bad. There we are. Very, very useful. Where's your bed? Still no hook. Still no Hermes boots. What the heck is that thing? Line. New one of these. Find some sky islands, maybe get some chests. There's so many harpies. If we get the right items, we might be able to kill all the flesh. Holy moly. Wait, why do I have both? I have the fire and the water. We're almost halfway. Takes a while. This stuff. Gonna be a lot of money. So we need about 2 more platinum. Bless up, bro. And he gave me the demon scythe because he loves me. I'm stressing, bro. I'm actually stressing. I got a new idea. We're looking for mimics. I saw the boulder. I saw the boulder, but I didn't think there would be a damn explosive. I'm gonna really do it this time. Humorous, humorous. We're getting pretty close to the amount of gold we need. I think if we have to, we can go to the jungle and fight the queen bee, and that'll give us a bunch of money. Stop. Getting pretty close. 2 gold. Yeah. I'm 2 gold closer. I'm in it. Okay, that's a lot of gold. I have enough. Alright. Here goes nothing. Now we wait. I gotta scroll Instagram Reels. I forgot about the tipsy buff. Alright, now we're ready. Back to it. We gotta get lucky. Why the f did you open the door? Lovely. It's pretty unlucky. Yo, Nala. Do you think that traveling merchant's coming today? Do you think he's coming? Maybe you could, like, put in a good word for me. Please? Hey, we made it. Daytime. Dude, look how much faster it is. Traveling merchant, please. Are you kidding me? Another blood moon? Oh my god. So it's been 12 years. If I get another blood moon, I might lose it. If it's a blood moon, I'm gonna blow up. I'm manifesting the traveling merchant with foe. Faux show.
Oh my god,
Yo.
bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What?
It's been 50 years since he visited. I'm wondering that because we have too many NPCs, maybe he just can't spawn, but I don't think that's how it works. Just in case.
Oh, what the hell, man?
Are you kidding me? This is crazy, man. Oh, shoot. Okay. Please. Either or, I don't care. Alright. Good talking to you. Back to it. Oh, finally back. Alright. Traveling merchant is back. It's time. Long awaited. This is gonna take a while, huh? Hope you're not tired of hearing the sound. About to hit our first 1,000. I can't stop paying attention too, because I have to eat right when I poop. And sometimes it's really fast, and sometimes it takes like 20 seconds. 25%. I'm starting to lose my rhythm. Halfway. Look at that owl. I like that guy. 6,000. I'm starting to lose my mind a little, but we're getting there. Final 1,000. Last 100. I'm actually so excited, but I'm so tired. That's it. 9,999 poo. Holy moly, just under 6 hours. I actually got 10,000. I got a little extra. Oh my goodness. That was brutal. Look at that. That's amazing. GG fellas. It was fun. Now, I ran a third attempt after this. My plan for this run was to get to hard mode as quickly as possible and farm crystals in the hollow for gold, since they sell for quite a bit. Now, I made it to hard mode quite quickly in this run, and I was able to get quite a few crystals, but I just died way too many times because I didn't have great gear for dealing with the hard mode enemies. I basically made it to hard mode too quickly. What the fuck, bro? I scrapped this strategy because crystal farming wasn't giving me quite as much gold as I thought it would. So on my fourth and final attempt, my idea was to do a similar strategy as my second attempt, aka I was going to kill a bunch of bosses and loot a whole bunch of chests. Now for this attempt, I use a crimson world instead of a corruption one because apparently Crimtane sells for more than Demonite. I also switched to a large world for this attempt because I was hoping that more crimson hearts would spawn, which would allow for more brain kills. I also wanted more chests to spawn and be able to loot. Now both of these are at the cost of it taking slightly longer to travel the world, but that's definitely a worthwhile outcome. I also found out during my previous run that there's actually an extra part of the Poo equation that I wasn't taking into account. When you have negative luck, you actually have a chance to get more Poo. This chance scales with the amount of negative luck you have. There's not a whole lot of ways to get negative luck, but a super easy one is just by touching Poo, which gives you the stinky debuff for a short duration, and it reduces your luck by negative 0.25. Now I tested if it was possible to get this debuff while sitting on a toilet, and you actually can, as long as you place the toilet directly on top of the Poo. There's also a new item in 1.4.5 called the Pretty Mirror, which is a consumable weapon sold by the clothier in a graveyard. You're able to throw this mirror, and if you're in a short radius of it breaking, you also get negative 0.25 luck for 7 minutes. With these two small improvements, we're able to get about 10% more Poo for very little effort, which drastically speeds up the pooping process. There's also a few other ways that I can reduce luck, but they either don't last long enough, they don't reduce luck by enough, or they're just not easily attainable in a short time. Alright, we have everything. Let us find some chests. Hopefully Hermes boots ASAP. Bombs, 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 Hermes boots. That's what we want. Hermes boots. It's actually not bad. We actually need a keg, so we're gonna take that. Need it for that tipsy. I want some grenades. Demolition spawn would be really good because then we can buy bombs and grenades and whatnot. But we need the merchant first. I don't think he spawns without the merchant because I guess they're homies or something. Get the fuck out of here. We want a minecart track. My truest desire is a minecart track. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That diamond? Oh, hell yeah. Amethyst hook. We'll make a sword. Yeah, that's nice. I can do pickaxe. Looking pretty good, actually. There's a miner. Jeffrey Epstein loves miners. Is that another diamond tree? Oh, fuck you. There's our merchant. Hermes boots. Is it gonna blow up? No, I might actually upgrade my hook. I kind of want the demolitionist to spawn before I go back up, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I know I broke it somewhere. Let's see if we can make the jump. Alright, that was pathetic. More diamond. We can make a baller hook. There he is. Okay, let's go back up. We have lots of stuff to sell, and now we can buy bombs. I'm gonna make a diamond hook. I think it's worth it. Like this. We can start selling stuff. We don't need basically any of this. No, no, no. Okay, buy some grenades, just a few, because they're a little expensive. That's probably plenty. The goal is kill brain lots of times now. Let's get to that crimson. It takes a lot longer to get to places in a large world. I don't think there might be no crimson on this side. Here we are. There's our crimson. Alright. They're calling it the worst platform of all time. Dude, what the hell is he doing? What? He's cheating! I'm sick of you. Give me Undertaker. I'm very scared. The thing I should be scared about is bombing myself. Alright, now you can just shoot him. He's cooked. Alright, back to it, baby. 7 defense. We might be all out. To the next pit. We might be able to find the dungeon, maybe a couple more crimson pits, I'm hoping. But now we have 13 defense. We're unkillable, is what I usually say. But I say that and then I die usually, so... Dude, there's so many trees. There's so many trees. Time to kill my favorite guy, Mr. Brain. My power has increased tenfold. This place is it's too connected to each other. Alright, back to it. Pow, pow, pow. Let's get the orbs over here. Where are your friends? want to make the full armor. Respectfully chilling. Run for your life. That might be our last one. Alright, let's go back and sell our stuff. Sell. Alright, platinum. We're almost halfway. We gotta build a few more houses. Alright, so we can fight the brain one more time while we're at it. Fight the brain. We have a lot of traveling to do. Trying to make our way over there. We can shoot the Eye of Cthulhu on the way. Seems like a pretty efficient use of my time, actually. Here we are. Alright. Fight time, fight time. Pow, 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 pow. Do the eye. Let's get to looting. Alright, no dying. That's all that matters. We did actually get the shadow key right away. Look at this! What the hell? Get out of here. Handgun. Average American dungeon. I think we're gonna send it. Let's sell some stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Only one, boom, boom, boom. How much we have? 230. Alright, now pray it teleports us underground. Nope. Nope. Alright, I think our quickest strat, get to the underworld. We just need lots of money. So let's get down there quick. We can make the jump this time. That was sick. That was actually sick. I think all we have to do is loot a billion chests and we're chilling. Oh, this is where we missed the other jump. As far as I remember, that never happened. This is where we left. There's lava. We're getting close. Alright, no more eating these. Life crystals are just free money. Let's look for life crystals real quick. I don't want to waste time too much. Go to the left. We're almost at the underworld. More life crystals. More life crystals. Isn't that money? I think that's money. 7 gold! Tons of life crystals, tons of money, tons of everything. Is that a diamond tree? No. Let's not go that way. Go straight into lava. Alright, here we are. It's like it wants me to fight Wall of Flesh. Giving me this guy right away. Just breaking all the pots. It's a simple life, actually. Look at this. 7 gold. It's from getting pots. I'm not seeing a whole lot of shadow chests. Unlucky, but it is what it is. There you go. Another one. Actually, another 2. I see another over there. Well, instead of recalling, we should teleport back using our, these guys. Sounds good? Sounds good. This is a super loot chest. Trying to run low on room. I have lots of potions of return, so I can just go back and sell. Infinite potions. You know what? I'm actually going to use one. Let's sell. Sell. Lots of selling. Sell this guy. We're actually almost there. We got platinum in our inventory. I need about 80 more. 80 more. Let's go back down. Look at all the chests here. This is beautiful. We're not just going fast, we're freaking zooming. We're also getting pretty lucky, I will admit. But we get lucky with the spawns for the traveling merchant, though. That is an entirely another question. Are we out of the housing area? I think we're far enough to the side where we are out of it. So we really, really want to get enough money with what's over here. A couple more chests would not hurt. Oh, this is the edge of the map. Okay. We're recalling. Alright, sell everything. And this, and this. And it's real close. Okay. Time to kill ourselves. Geronimo. Fun stuff. Now this is something I'm good at. I can do this all day. Please? Not yet. He still wants me to die more. There we go. I mean, there's fog. Come on, this has got to be a graveyard now. There it is. Okay. And by 18. Let's set up a house just a little bit so he's off screen. Need the bed. There we go. That's all we need. Now, we wait. I think it's back to Instagram Reels for me. No blood moon. No blood moon. What's the chance of a blood moon? I don't know. Let me look that up, actually. There's 11% chance for blood moons. Oh, dang it. Okay. Goblin army. We gotta take them out quick. Honestly, though, it's a pre-hard mode goblin army, so they should die real fast. We're raining hellfire on them. Don't mess with me, little Bucky. Let me make a nice little ramp. If I'm gonna be here a while, I might as well make it nice, right? Sleepy time. No, don't do it. Oh my god. No, 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 no. This is just mean. They're just being mean to me. Shut up, man. Look at this. East, west. Oh yeah, lightning's gonna help. Oh my god. I don't know how the lightning really works. I haven't played much since they added it. They come into my damn house and saying, nah, you can't sleep, man. Back to sleep. There we go. A little decoration. Oh, that was just cruel. Oh, now he's chilling. Not cruel. Alright, we're at the hour mark and still no merchant. Not a single one. But we've got no blood moons. We did get 2 goblin invasions though, which is unlucky. But anyways, keep on waiting. Run it back, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Sleeping time. But first off, I gotta place all my banners. I feel the merchant coming today. I just feel it. Oh, he's here. He's here. Ah. All right. Next time. Next time. Ah. That brightens my mood just to see him show up. Look at all the slimes grouped up. If only the traveling merchant could come and see this. Go! Oh my goodness! Go, go, go! Okay. Please, 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 bro. Please. I can't take it anymore. I've been waiting for years. Oh my goodness. Alright, alright. We have ourselves a run. 600. Alright. Drink this. Getting lots of 21s instead of 18, so the bad luck is definitely working. That's it. Time. 9,999 poo. All right. And under 430. Oh my goodness. But yeah, pretty mirror plus the poop under the toilet strat is definitely good. No, that's good. All right, fellas. Well, GG, what a run. That was good stuff. So finally, to answer the question at hand, how quickly can I get 9,999 poo in Terraria? Well, I can do that in about 4.5 hours. With a super early traveling merchant spawn, I might be able to get this down to 2, maybe 2.5 hours, but I'm just not that lucky. There may be some viable fishing strategy, but for me, I think I've pooped plenty. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more shitty content, and I will see you next time.